GPS is Gigi's personal services. She's an RV expert with over 3 decades of experience. To learn more, visit thervadvisor.com today.
This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and my guests today are Matt and Adien. And you are back for a second appearance. Hi, folks. How are you?
Hi,
Hey,
we're
good.
doing good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's really good to see you both again. And you guys are still in Halifax County, Virginia. And of course, you're from Southside Camper. That's where you can find them on Instagram at /Southside Camper. And the last time we chatted, you guys are in the midst of some refurbishing and restorations and things. And I guess you're still doing that, huh?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we're still doing it. Now we trying to sell our newest project,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Excellent. And I think the last time you were working on something, is it something, well, let's see, you guys were here in April last time, so it's been a few months. I am assuming you're working on something new.
Yeah. We last time we had finished up a 2000 model camper, like travel trailer, and then we're actually in the camper right here.
Oh.
It's a fifth wheel 2008 Forest Rivers.
So what you were actually working on is what you're talking to us from right this minute.
yes.
Very cool. Excellent. And so what are we working on these days? What do you guys got cooking?
Well, we hadn't too long finished this one, so once we sell this one, we'll probably be looking for another one to renovate. Maybe something bigger is what we're hoping on.
Yeah.
Something with some bunk beds and extra room and storage, and
Yeah.
Great.
that's what we're looking for.
Excellent. Now, Halifax County, is that in the northern part of the state, or are you kind of central, or where's Halifax?
It's right south towards him, but like at the very bottom, we're maybe about an hour and 15 minutes from Raleigh. So we're
okay.
we're just north of Raleigh.
I got you. Okay. Trying to think of the places along the way there on 95 that we would hit heading south, like Emporia and those kinds of areas. I don't know how far you are from that, but when you're getting ready to cross into the Carolinas, there were a few places that we would hit along the way on our way from back in the old days, on our way from Pennsylvania to Florida. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, long ride south.
That's right.
But Virginia was always a fun place along the way. We'd see well, in Southern Virginia and North Carolina, you get a lot of the tobacco fields.
Yeah, that's right.
Still pretty heavy tobacco producing area down there.
Yeah, it's of course it's not as big as it appeared to be when I was a kid, but it's still pretty popular here. So
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we want to find out about everything you're planning and working on and where you may be going. And I could see behind you through the window there that it's looks like a fairly nice day.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm glad to hear that. We'll chat more on the other side of this break. My guests are Matt and Adien from Southside Camper, and we will return right here on the RV Advisor Podcast. Stay tuned, back in just a moment.
Watch Just Ask Gigi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. It posts every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on our Facebook page.
We're back on the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. My guests are Matt and Adien, Southside Camper. Find them at Instagram. And taking a look at some of their pictures. You should check it out on Instagram. Very cool photos of the interior of a lot of the work they've done. Just absolutely beautiful. And we were
Thank
talking
you.
in the break a little bit about finding that next project, and I guess you can sort of stumble onto it maybe by accident, or you're actively pursuing something. You said you'd mentioned, Matt, Craigslist. um let's fast forward a couple weeks or something and say, okay, you know what, let's find something to work on. What's the first step? Take us through that process after the discussion.
Well, actually, when we decided to look for a new one, like first place that we will go is Craigslist and Facebook. And then Facebook, of course, in Marketplace. And then if we see something that we like, we start messaging them and then asking about the condition. And then we will go visit if it's not too far from where we live.
Yeah.
We will go right away and visit and look at the condition. And if we like it, then we're gonna get it. Like it's just that simple. But sometimes it's just
Go ahead.
like
Go ahead. Phil, go ahead.
yeah, sometimes it's just like it has to be in the right place in the right time, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I would imagine proximity is a concern. You don't want to drive too far to find this thing and bring
Right.
it back. But are there any sort of size units or brands or anything that in particular that you sort of have a preference for, or is it just anything goes?
Well,
For next time, I guess we want to try to do the bigger one, because like when we're trying to selling this one, and then like a lot of people ask about, like, do you have like the one with bunk beds and like washer and dryer hookup? So it's a lot of demand
Yeah.
in that in that area. So yeah, we're gonna try to do a bigger one next time.
Yeah.
but for us, I mean, we're not. I mean, we like doing the fifth wheel, but we'll do travel trailers. I mean, if it's the right size. And this one was kind of, the last one we worked on. It's not as big as the one we worked on before, but it's still roomy. It's so we do look for something that spacious.
Yeah.
But we would like to work on something a little bit bigger with bunk beds and things like that. So
Right. So these restorations, I mean, they kind of soup to nuts. I'm imagining, like, whatever, like you're kind of looking at everything and saying, okay, this needs work, that needs work, the floors need work, the walls, whatever. I mean, is you guys take the whole thing on, right? It's not, you don't farm it out certain things to other folks. You take the whole thing on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with, now you said that you do paint contracting with painting and different things, Matt. I'm assuming that you're also fairly handy, and I guess, are you both kind of pretty good with a tool belt, or you feel pretty good with that stuff happening?
Well, she actually she's come a long ways. She does pretty good. She helps me and I help her, and we get through it. So
I got a good teacher. Yeah.
Teamwork. All right. That's fantastic. From an artistic standpoint, like a decorating standpoint, who takes the lead there? Well, that was an easy answer for you folks just listening, because I know people get this on video and audio only. Sometimes audio only. They both agreed that it's Adien. She runs the show when it comes to the artistic side of things.
Yeah, he helps me here and there with the decorating and stuff like that, but it's mainly it's my I can say it's my job to design and then have the visual. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
of
again,
the
I was looking at the photos on your Instagram page. It's just beautiful. I mean, the interior looks
Thank
just
you.
great and very inviting and homey and ready to move in. Just great, terrific, beautiful work. And so when you take on the next one, whatever that might be, it really does honestly sound like a good team. Like you guys can really take on the project and then and then put the finishing touches on it and make it move in ready, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is this something that you would consider somebody, you restore something and then you flip it and you say, you know what? Yeah, here, okay, we just did this. Now it's for sale. Or would it be something you'd want to hold on to on yourselves?
We might eventually.
What? We might eventually have one, like get one and then renovate it and then own it, right? Is that what yeah. But this one we're selling it. We're trying to sell it.
Okay. All right. Great. I kind of caught you in mid business deal there. I think I was.
Yeah.
What are they planning? Just what's going on? That's all right though. Good. Well, I got to tell you, it sounds like you guys are really enjoying the whole prospect of these kind of continued refurbishings and renovations, and that's just absolutely terrific. So now I know that you guys kind of been staying put lately, but you certainly got the means to go somewhere since you're talking to us from your trailer now. Where any places you're thinking about in the near future, place you'd like to just get away to and explore a bit?
I'd love to get up to the Smoky Mountains, for a little bit, and maybe go to Stant River, just somewhere closer too.
Yeah, Smokies aren't all that far away from you guys, right?
Yeah, it's about 5 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Little 5 hours. So
yeah,
I mean, it's drivable.
Yeah, that's a day's drive. That's not a bad drive for a day. So yeah, and yeah, I know that's a beautiful area there, and a lot to see. It's so funny because we get all kinds of folks on the show from all that do all kinds of things, and they live in all different kinds of parts of the country. And almost every single person that visits us says, it's almost impossible to see everything you can see in the U.S. There's just so much to see.
That's right.
And we've often heard people say, I never knew it was this beautiful, or I never even knew this existed, or whatever it might be. Yeah. And it's always a surprise. There's an awful lot to do here, that's for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys will get out there and do some exploring when the time is right, and we'd love to hear back from you when that happens. And also when you get your new unit to restore, we'd like to check in on you again, have you come back for a third visit.
Yeah.
And see what's new. Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for your time today, folks. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much
for
having us again.
You can follow them at Southside Camper right there on Instagram. It's Instagram / Southside. I'll get that out. Camper, Southside Camper. And you can see all the beautiful work that they've done in their restorations, refurbishings. It is Matt. It is Adien from Southside Camper. Thanks, folks. Safe travels wherever you go, and we'll see you again sometime soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment.
Here are 5 words every RV enthusiast should know: advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. That's what the RV Advisor was built on, along with protecting your rights. Visit thervadvisor.com.
Hi, everybody. Just a reminder, I want to let you know rvaca.org. That's rvaca.org is there for you. You can register your unit right there, rvaca.org. Thank you so much for watching and listening to the RV Advisor podcast. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.